Okay. Morning. Morning. Who's in the class with me for the first time? Okay. Peter. Anyone first time yoga? First time yoga? Second, third, fourth, fifth? Sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th? Oh, okay. Cool. So, I teach a bunch through the week, only one at Semperviva. And what I end up with is like a running conversation, basically with myself, because everyone in front of me is different every time, but it builds and builds and builds and turns around and around and around. So all week I've been fake it till you make it. Did anyone have strong feelings about that sort of phrase? No? No? No one? Anyone live by it? Anyone love it? Like okay. That's cool. Anyone hate it? Yeah. Yeah, you don't like it. You don't like it. Okay. Yeah. I can relate to both sides. I've been told by yoga teachers to fake it till I make it. And I mean, with the best of intentions, and the way they mean it is great. But then we hear the word fake, and that's not cool. Maybe I don't know what the objections might be. So I've been talking about it all week. And I've talked around it and through it and back and forth. And this is where I ended up. Let's see. What are we faking? And what are we trying to make? Right? I think that's a good question. What's interesting is that what we're trying to make and what we're trying to fake is our natural state, I think. Right? Yeah? And when I say our natural state, I mean the place that we would be if we did not, like if we just didn't do anything. Like if we stopped doing, right, all the things. I don't just mean like fidgeting, I mean like the stuff that you got going, right? We're not even aware of the stuff that we're doing. Do we know that? Like we got stuff that we're doing that's creating all this we're not even aware of, these habitual subconscious habits. So if we stopped all that stuff and just were at completely free of all of it, we'd be in our natural state, right? Does that make sense? That's kind of what does anyone disagree? You're allowed to disagree. No? Okay. But okay. Let's sit with that for a few minutes. I got more. Let's see what comes through. But I want you to come along with me. So grounded, whatever that means. And it doesn't have to be, Instagram worthy, cross-legged, upright. Right? We want to be comfortable in a shape we can keep steady, in which we can be alert and awake, energized, but at ease and relaxed, right? Might be a tall order. Add more blocks. Sit differently, sit on your knees, sit back on your heels. Use the wall, lie down. Right? Find a shape that feels supported. We can hold steady. We can call relaxed. In which we're awake. And that might encompass what you're here to practice doing. That's cool too. So maybe fake it till you make it. So grounded, balanced, centered, available, receptive. So sort of ungrip if you can a little bit, at least a little bit, the jaw, maybe the brow. Shoulders, elbows, the wrists. Listening for a few moments, just listening. Not to me. To whatever arises from within. Hear what you hear, feel what you feel. Tune in. And the best way to move through and in and out and around your body at every level and every field is by using the breath, maybe. So turn to the breathing. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't even have to refine it yet. Just turn to the breathing. Maybe just let it be a rising and a falling. Maybe just let it be a rising and a falling. Maybe we coax it a little bit deeper. Encourage it a little bit longer, smoother. Remind ourselves that in this practice we're going to breathe through our nose. It's not nasal, we're not sniffing, we're drawing the breath deep from the back of the throat, drawing the breath from there. Getting the abdomen actively involved, backing off that if you're pregnant. Right? As you inhale, expand, press the belly out. And as you exhale, it's abdomen towards the spine. Encouraging, tuning into the diaphragm. As you inhale and expand the abdomen, the diaphragm draws down. And as you exhale and take abdomen towards the spine, the diaphragm domes up. Pulling on the lungs, drawing the breath in. Tune into the rib cage, all the way around the body, side body, back body. Maybe the back especially as you inhale and as the lungs fill, the rib cage expands. Beautiful. And being there to ensure that we always go to full, go all the way to full. You don't have to strain to get there, just go to full. And be there for a moment or two. And then we want to go all the way to empty. Right? All the way to the bottom. Abdomen in, diaphragm up, keep exhaling, exhale more, touch the bottom. Be there, still and quiet, peaceful. Find your rhythm. Find your rhythm. It's not going to be mine. They might line up once in a while. I'll do my best. Find yours. Let that guide you. Bless you. Let that guide you. Move you. Heal you. There you go. We have normalized a state of being that might be about as far from our natural state as we could get. Stressed and tense and gripped and diseased and depressed. You know what I mean? It's all kind of depressing, isn't it? We've normalized that state. All those things are the result of efforts being made, things that we do consciously, subconsciously, habitually. For whatever reason. We've learned it, we've been shamed into it, we don't know anybody, whatever it is. And if maybe we make the switch to understanding that that state is what's fake, that's not real, that's not who we are, that's not why we're here. That should never be associated with making it. What we want to step into is a more natural state, or allow, or encourage, or hold space for. And these more natural states are, by their very nature, easier, more spacious, calmer, more energized. become addicted to these other states, to the mind. We're addicted to the mind. It's the greatest addiction of our time. You're still playing with it right now. It's okay. Just notice that. Understand that the key to all your happiness is in your grasp already. It's you. You own it. It's your birthright. It's your natural state. Let's aim for that. Stop faking it. Stop trying to make it. And come on home, yeah? Easier said than done. Requires work, devotion, dedication, discipline, support. Let's do those things. If you're inclined, hands together, thumbs to heart. Ground it down, lift it up into that, drop the chin a little bit more maybe. Why are you here? If you came for something else, if you call it something different, by all means, bring that up now. If something I offered triggered you, turned you on, sparked something, then let's run with that together. Whatever it is, maybe you set it as intention. You could frame it as prayer, turn to the God of your own understanding and offer it up. Whatever it is, whatever you call it, whatever part of it, piece of it you're working on, we'll do it together. We got it. What we're here for, support each other. By example, through our efforts, we'll walk each other home. We'll continue with the sound of 3 ohms. We'll exhale all the air from the lungs, go all the way to empty. Take a unified breath, so a full breath in together. A smooth, complete breath all the way up. And again, if you're inclined, when you're ready, inhale 3 ohms. Beautiful. Keep finding those little pockets of not doing nothing, just being, of feeling, of receiving. When you're ready, there's no rush. We're going to continue standing. Whatever you need to do to get from here to there. You need to roll around the floor, you do that. Cat, cow, maybe. Down dog, quickly. Squat, standing forward, fold. Someone's got to be first, great. When you're ready, get to your feet. Whatever dance you need to do, right? Roll the shoulders, maybe play with the wrists, fingers. Move the head around, how does the neck feel? Move the ribs around, swing the hips a little bit. Walk the legs out. Whatever you need to do those things. Right, we need enough space so we can swing our arms without anyone getting hit. Right? So negotiate with your neighbor. And then like every shape we're going to make, we start with the foundation. Right? Awareness to the feet. Right? At times I'll encourage you to bring them together. You never have to. Maybe you do. They can stay apart. Wherever they are, they're balanced. Within the foot, big toe mound, little toe mound, center of heel. front and back, heel, toe mounds, right? Then from foot to foot, right? Left to right. Want to press down evenly. Find some connection, some support. Feel that. Because of that, like press into it and then lift up. Grip the quadriceps for a moment to lift the kneecaps. Yeah, turn the legs all the way on. Right? Equal effort from leg to leg. Really turn them on. Use that to sort of right the pelvis. Is it tipped one way or the other? Is it hitched left or right? Try and level there. Or just and notice what that does, right? That hitch in your hip has been affecting your shoulder and your knee and your ankle for years. So notice the ripple effect. Right? Play with it a bit. When you get the feet, when the legs can be turned on, when the pelvis is level-ish, see if you can lift the waist. Right? And right away we flare the front ribs open. Think about the back body. And I apologize if you're scared of snakes, but think about the hood of a cobra maybe coming up and over the back body. Lift the upper back, lift the back of the head. Right? Keep that lift going, then add the lift of the side body up into the armpits, the chest up towards the chin. Draw the chin in and down. There you go. Grounded, strong, supported, level, lifted, energized. And still receptive, still available. Soften the jaw, unfurrow the brow. Keep the abdomen moving with the breath, encouraging the breath. Maybe let the elbows and the wrists melt a little bit. I like to glue my palms to the side of my legs. Keeps me from fixing my hair and scratching my butt. Right? But maybe they just hang. And we're breathing. Never forgetting that. That's one of the main efforts, to ensure that not a single breath goes by unnoticed. If you succeed, amazing, but just that intention, right, keeps our awareness here now in our bodies. Keep breathing, breathe deeper, that ujjayi breath, regulated with the back of the throat. Deep diaphragmatic. Exhale a little bit longer than the inhale, making sure we go all the way to empty. Pausing a moment at least at full. Don't get anxious, just pause, float. And then again, a moment, like make sure you're all the way empty and then just be there for a moment or more. There you go.